What is going on, everyone? Sorry we're a few minutes late. Anthony had a ring at the doorbell, and
Definitely not a good one either.
no, not at all. You want to tell everyone about what happened?
Yeah, so I had the Popo show up at my house, and literally we're just getting ready to start the show, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And turns out that, some butthole teenager was going around town last night vandalizing cars. So they took my antenna on my van, and they bent it a bunch, and then they did some key markings on the side of the van, which is stupid, but so they said it was probably like a teenager or whatnot. So after the show, I'm going to do some fancy detective work because I can actually see the majority of my van from my Ring doorbell. So we're going to catch this little butthole, and it's going to be pretty awesome to see my Ring doorbell catch somebody single-handedly going literally down my street vandalizing each car.
That's crazy. Is your camera quality pretty good from out that way?
It's not bad. I'll show you what it looks like, because literally we were just sitting there, or standing there, I guess, and the cop's like, wait a minute, don't you have one of them fancy video doorbells? I was like, I sure do.
You know what?
Yeah, so front door, tap go live, activating. So I don't know how well you can actually see it, but you probably can't see it that good, but my van's right there.
Yeah, you could see it pretty good. Hopefully that he's not wearing a mask or anything, so they can really identify him. Because if he's covered up, it's gonna be hard to really figure out who, what, where. But that'll be a fun little activity for the day, I guess, to try and see if you can find it on video.
Yeah, the nice thing is it does night vision too at nighttime, so I should be able to go back through and the difficult part's going to be trying to track when it happened, because basically the police just said it happened overnight. They're not sure what time.
Right, and then it's going to be just a small. It's going to be probably a quick little flash on the screen of somebody doing something, unless he ran around your van and did the hokey pokey with it or whatever. So
yeah, Yellow Brick Road said that they have a fancy doorbell, but they don't pay to save the recordings. The awesome thing is literally Sunday, I just paid what is it, $30 a year for to expand my coverage on there, because for the last week or so, I didn't have any of the recording or whatnot, and I was thinking, well, I still get the notification if somebody's on my porch, so I can make sure no one's messing with my packages. But in the odd case somebody does mess with my packages, I can really stick it to them if I have the recording. So I sprung for the $30. So it might be a good thing now that
definitely
somebody messed with my car.
Hopefully it'll catch the young whippersnapper that did it.
Yep.
But that's definitely not the way to start the morning. So I'm sorry you had to start the day like that.
Yeah.
I was in Victoria's chat, and I dropped the link in there, and Cody ran in there first. She says, he here first. We got Dana in here. Good morning. Like that Twitch video you did. If you don't check out something Dana on Twitter, definitely check it out. Got Dan M. Good morning, man. Hey, this exclusive that we're going to show. Dan gave me a little bit of help by sending me the raw footage of it. So shout out to Dan for all he does and all the shenanigans that come out of the show and others. We got Shane M in the house. Good morning. We got Yellow Brick Reselling. What up? Yellow Brick Road Reselling. What up? We got Paul Gate City Picker. What is going on? We have Cajun Reseller. What is up? Nikki T. What's going on? Sandollar. Good morning. We got Brittany Brands in the house. Reseller man, what is up? Big Texas Picker, good morning. We have KJ, what is up? She said, good morning, Yins guys. No money, G. What up? good to see you. Moronic Pest, what is going on? What up, Steven? S&S Bargain Barn.
Good to see you, Steve.
We have the Land Shark Picker. What is going on, man? We have the Adventures with the Hudsons. Good morning.
Morning, guys.
Kelly, the Ecom on board. What is up? We needed Kelly out there doing some ninja skills, catching that young punk. He has T's Flips in the house. What is up? We have the Dapperest of Tiger. What up, Sam?
Hey, Sam.
Christina Moore. Good morning.
Guten Morgan.
We have ATJH Travels. What is up?
What's going on? Good morning to you guys.
We have Seesaw Flips. What is up?
What's going on, man?
He's the one that helped me get that first base Zion. So appreciate it. We have Never Ending Saga. What is up? Oh, chat jumped. We have Rev Resell. What is going on?
What's up, Rev?
We have the Grimes with the Fines. What up?
What's up, Justin?
See you, man.
Man.
We have Jennifer Hayes. Good morning. OBX Picker. What is up? Man, we got a bunch of people in the house today. Pelling Profits. What is going on? Everyone wants to see that LL Stache exclusive.
You know it.
We have the Thrifting Goomba. What is up? We got Larry, of course. LL Stache. He'll be making his debut of his exclusive video here shortly. My chat jumps. I'm like going up in the chat. Let me go back down. We have T. Good morning, T. You don't.
Okay.
If you love auctions like we do, definitely check out T and Donna on their channel. Auctions for you.
Yeah, they do an auction or two over there.
They do the occasional, one a day. There's Jody. What is up, Jody? Good to see you. My chat jumps up. I missed somebody. I apologize. Philly Picker. What is going on? He might do the occasional break or two. It's pretty awesome to see all the people that went over to 718 breaks and doing breaks with us and stuff like that. I didn't do any yesterday. Prices were high, and the Jennifer threw auctions for you. Link in the chat. That's awesome. Carolina Hustler, the king of clubs. What up?
What up, Casey?
If I missed anyone, I apologize. Glad to see everyone in here today. 36 in the house already, so I appreciate it. We're going to do the LL Stache video here shortly.
You know it.
So,
you know what I would like to see? You should send Larry a link for that, because I'd like to see like a live reaction.
We could do that. As soon as I'm about to do it, I'll make sure to get him in here. Even if he's not like in the chat, I'll send him a Facebook message to at least get him in here.
Yeah, I saw him in the chat, so he should be here.
Yeah, I want to do it like mid-show. This way, we make sure everyone's in here, because we usually get a nice little couple people come in a little bit later in the show. So I want to make sure that everyone gets to see this exclusive. I was burning up my time for work. I didn't have much packing to do, so I was doing that while I was talking with Anthony and Mama after the show, and then I did it this morning. I was up early because I went to bed like really early. I didn't even come downstairs after work yesterday, so he doesn't want to come on to do a live face. Come on here and see it. That'd be funny.
Yeah, you'll have to let Nate know what you think of his handiwork.
There's definitely some editing skills involved. Hopefully, Steven says, Larry, please put shirt on.
Jody wants to know what it looks like if I use a green screen instead of a blue screen on my thing. Yeah, it just, for whatever reason, it just doesn't pick me up right. Like, it never gives me like full, like coverage or whatever. I'm always like see-through whenever I try green. So I just basically have stuck with blue.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of his like lighting, because it's against like his shelving or whatever, but I was actually pretty surprised I picked up the blue versus the green as well. So
Yep. Well, I mean, the sheet's kind of a teal, so it's like a mixture of blue and green. So
yeah,
it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's weird how that picks up and one doesn't. So how's things been other than the vandalism that you had since yesterday?
What do you mean? Like, how's everything been outside of the vandalism?
Yeah, outside of that.
I mean, everything's okay besides that. You know what I mean?
So, sales have been good?
Sales have been okay. Nothing like spectacular. I'm not like balling by any stretch of the imagination, but they've been steady-ish.
Right. We have Hot Mess Lifter came in. Good morning, Amy. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think part of the trickle down of like things other than like Amazon, unless I find something that's going real crazy, it's kind of slowed down dramatically lately. And I don't know if it's a combination of things opening up or people not having as much money because of, we're all kind of, not everyone here is balling out of their minds and being able to spend money like crazy here and there. So I think the average American's probably struggling a little bit, getting back to work, waiting for some paychecks to come in or whatever, because they're going back to work. And I think we're getting a little bit of like a trickle down. And I know for me personally, I'm not getting fresh inventory in, and yard sales are usually one of the best ways to do it. So I know for me and Anthony, like I know me personally, I went to any. I don't think Anthony's went to any yard sales yet.
Not yet.
So I wanted to see what everyone out there has went to some yard sales, how they've been. Are they been really good? Or they've been really, not any worth going to? Not any worth going to take a chance of getting that Rona, or what the case may be. But I know, like me and Anthony were talking about, I think it was yesterday, like we don't even have many, and if they are mainly like estate sale, by appointment, and it's mostly like glassware, holiday stuff, and like Afghans and blankets and just stuff that you wouldn't really want to buy that much of. Kelly says she has 2 sales this morning, both from offers. Hope they pay. Yeah, that is the worst when they don't pay. Occasion Reseller says found some decent stuff so far. Ground-shed storage units are plentiful here in Dallas. That's awesome, man. I'm glad that you're back doing what you do best and enjoy. Your Reseller man says yard sales slack here. Yeah, same here. It's been rough. Jay said yard sales are banned in my city for the entire year. What?
That's Doo Brown.
Yeah, that's literally most definitely.
Are you serious right now?
KJ's in with us over here saying that yard sales have been doo-doo, or my sales have been doo-doo. Caroline Hustle says I've been yard selling, thrifting, marketplace hustling, 24-hour grind. Sales increase every month. That's awesome, man. I'm glad it's going on for you. I know that you made the big leap of going full time, so that's huge for you. The early days of going full time is the most important.
Yeah, I was just checking the treasure map to see if there's even anything going on. And there's some stuff going on in Pittsburgh this weekend. Just Outside of like Bethel Park, they're pretty spaced out.
Yeah. See, like we're going green next week, at least in our area. So I'm hoping that gets people to realize they can have yard sales or whatever the case is. I don't know if it's just people have been scared to or thought they'd get in trouble, or I don't even know. But it's been very, Wednesday, Tuesday in areas, which if it's like that, it's got to be something pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? Where for me to drive out 45 minutes and make a special trip. The ones I like going to are the community sales where you can go like on like say 6 like in a street where basically you could park and just walk down. And then I'll go to every one, even if it doesn't even look good. I'll still go look and buy different things if it's available. Graham says we have our first storage auction, online auction up now. First of month feels good. That's awesome, man.
I bet.
Get you back to normal, like business as usual, which is always good. Yeah, I mean, other than Amazon, my eBay's been, it's been really quiet. And I've been buying stuff and putting stuff up online. Like I haven't been getting any offers or anything. So it's usually why I like doing the offers. At least, I know people are like looking at my stuff or whatever. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, like Anthony said, like I'm gonna look at my treasure map because I have one for like every day because I paid the $3 or whatever. I'm gonna see what mine look like today and every day, kind of. See, today is Wednesday. Ain't today. There's only a couple. There's like a couple, like, but they're super spaced out. Here, we'll go to Friday. There's six on Friday, which that's really spaced out. Oh, that's not too bad on Saturday. Saturday, there's a nice little cluster, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to check those out after the show and see if anything's worthwhile because time is precious, like especially for me because I'd rather just go sourcing at RA or anything like that to get things rolling,
Definitely.
We got Bill Stoner in the house. What up, buddy? Good to see you. Reseller Man says eBay's been pretty steady lately. That's good, man.
Dan says, I'm hoping Morty McFly will fix the past so I don't fade away or so I don't disappear.
All right.
You know what?
Kelly says, since my thrift store's open, I've been on a buying spree, not listing as much as I should. Need to get on listing. That's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way you get the sales rolling in, or at least add some inventory and from what everyone says, you got a list to get some extra activity. So that always helps. Mark Pest says my eBay's been down 6% since last month. No real complaints here. See, it's hard to see like since I started doing the merch stuff or whatever for different people, it's hard to really judge my sales anymore because like that has been such a giant part of like my eBay stuff. Mm-hmm. Like if I go look on my eBay, it'll say like I'm up like 100% from last year or something, which normally people would be like, oh, that's good. But it's mostly, well, now it says I'm down 3% for my last 30 days. So a lot of that's been like the merch and stuff like that. So like if I actually looked at my like sales of my inventory or whatever, it's been down. Thurston Goodness has been finding some decent RA. I have too. I've definitely found some good stuff at a couple different stores. Definitely got to keep checking and hitting stores because there's a lot of the like discount locations that have a lot of stuff. Graham says he's going to hire a admin person to help with messages and stuff. My unchecked text messages are 504 emails and message triple that. I'll try and find it. Oh, I guess he was talking to somebody. Kelly says I sourced Dollar General that is closing. Got a bunch of Christmas lights for 75% off.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll definitely be like straight money.
Should be selling those right now, especially the clear ones. So that's good.
I want to say what's up to Steve Green. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way from the UK.
What up? Cage wants to know if we're going to do any breaks tonight.
I mean, honestly, I always say probably, but I don't know. I did decent last night. I hit one of those silver, not silver, but it's like the Mosaic Sekou Demboyas. So I was happy about that.
That's cool. The ones that really seem to be valuable is just the plain silver ones, which I was kind of surprised about. Like I figured that if any of the mosaics were going to be like special, I figured it would be like the just silver mosaic, not just like the plain with just the thing to them. So
you would think, being that the set's called Mosaic, the ones that were like actually mosaic would be worth more, you know?
Yeah, it's weird because like all the different color variations, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like what color variation is like the most expensive? Because like, you know, I've gotten pinks, I've gotten oranges, I've gotten greens, I've gotten red or the blues, retros, reactives, and you know, I got some of the just plain silvers, which is what people seem to be really liking, and then you get the just clear like silver mosaics, which is like the mosaic, but just, you know, the regular look to them. And it's like, well, which one is going to be the most valuable out of this stuff? So I've still yet to really like. This is one of the ones that are most like valuable, like that kind of look, as it like shimmer effect or whatever, versus so I can find one real quick.
Nate's over here making it rain with his stack of cards.
Like something like this. I thought these would be the most.
Yeah, it's the kind of Sekou I got last night.
Yeah. I got my Zion last night. My graded one.
Nice. So what's up?
Where'd I put that thing? This is my 401k box.
There you go.
It's green, so it's not going to show up, but it's a 9. So that's my first PSA card I've ever owned. See, when I was a collector, I don't even think there was PSA back then.
There might have been.
Or it wasn't
been around a while.
Or it wasn't as like popular to do, or whatever you want to call it. That's a good question. When is PSA comes? Did PSA start getting cards?
Nikki T says, "Don't you want to send her that card?"
Sure.
Nikki T only gets those Zion 10s though.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that'd be a slap in her face sending her a 9.
Right.
She's like close personal friends with Zion. She deserves a 10.
Yeah, they started grading cards in 91. I did not know that. I thought it was maybe a little later than that. So it's kind of cool they've been around a long time. That's probably why a lot of people love them.
Dana wants to know what the turnaround for PSA is. It's still super long.
I'm probably going to do mine as Beckett.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beckett's turnaround. Like, I'm going to probably do the 100 card guarantee. 100 card guarantee, 30-day 30-day guarantee with 100 cards. So depending on what you get, like they either do like a full grade where it shows like corners and everything, what each stat grades at, or you could just get a plain grade on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just want the plain grade, like just overall a 9.5 or whatever, then it's only $10 a card at that price. And if you get it where it has all the extra information, I think it's either $15 or $20 a card. So
yeah. Kim's asking what's a good price to list up a rookie set of 6. Includes Kevin Porter Jr. base card and a Prism Green and a Rui Hachimura. It really just depends on what sets the 6 cards are from. If they're all from the same set, basically I would just look to see how much the cards are going for, and then just basically times that by 6 for the most part. Might be a little bit more difficult being that you have different players, but that's normally what I would do. But yeah, you definitely got some good ones there. You have some players that should probably go up in value too. So if it's not worth a whole lot, you might even want to like stash some of those. Like Kevin Porter's like killing the game right now. Rui's doing really well. So those are some good names that should go up in value.
Yeah, with the cards that are like the up and comers, I would say like the ones that are getting playing time but not getting as much attention than the Zions and the Jaws of the world, because they weren't picked first or second. A lot of times I'll just hold on to them, because if you sell them now, you're probably going to get a couple bucks a piece for them. And like the Ruri, you might get maybe $5 or something for, depending on what color or what it is, if it's a base versus a mosaic or something. So it just really just depends. Occasionally, you got some cards graded, huh? You say they finally got to mine recently. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Where did you send yours to? Did you send them to PSA, or did you go to Beckett? There's even that SGC I've been hearing some things about. They do like a 3-week or 2-week turnaround.
We should start our own grading service, Nate, and we could have doo-doo brown slabs.
I think people would love to have a slab on that thing.
You know?
Instead of having like a clear case or doing it like a brownish like color to it, I think I would go over real well.
And then they can pay extra for like 24 karat like corn kernels in their doo-doo brown case.
Occasion says, are you going to do a video of what cards you're sending in? What grades you think they'll get? Yeah, definitely. Before I send them all in, I'll definitely do that. Just to kind of see what all I'm sending in, what it's going to cost, and then we'll see the turnaround and everything. But I definitely want to do one of the guaranteed turnarounds, like, because with PSA right now, if you send in something, good luck. You'll never know when you'll get those cards back. But if you do like one that are graded, like Beckett, they do like a guarantee service. They'll probably not be as bad.
You just got a doo-doo brown super sticker from Bill Stoner.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that.
He stays flinging that virtual poo your way, man.
Hey, it's appreciated. We have Matt in the house. Phoenix Flipper.
Matt?
Good morning.
Good to see you, man.
He said, did someone say doo-doo brown? But it's going to be really interesting to see just how these cards go up in value. Some of the cards I feel like they're getting no respect in the buyer community, like of what the values are. Like Kawhi, for example, I think he's getting really snubbed pretty hard. Him and Kyrie, I've been getting for like I got a Kyrie green mosaic coming for $1. I think $1, and it was like $1 free shipping, 99 cents free shipping. Like, how can you go wrong getting that card? You know what I mean? So cards are, it's crazy how the values of them go, and it seems like they only get worth anything is if you get them graded. Like if you get them raw, they got to be one of the hottest things smoking. If not, they're just not worth it. Oh, Stache of 44 people, only 18 thumbs up. Come on, people.
So Steven's asking, how do you know they didn't get damaged a little bit, like for shipping after you get it there to be graded? Normally what people do is if they're sending stuff to get graded, they'll normally put it in, pretty sturdy box. So there's not really any chance of damage. Not to mention the fact that all of the cards go like pre-sleeved and prepped to keep them in pristine condition. But yeah, most people would use some kind of a box, and a lot of people put like insurance on it and stuff too.
Like I keep all mine, just in penny sleeves, and then you put them in, old school top loaders, and I mean, some people will even do the like if you're saying a bunch of cards in, I've seen some people put them in like one of those cases that hold a bunch of cards that are real like that would keep it snug if you had the right amount of cards to go in them. Send them in that like that too.
Yeah, I know PSA is very finicky about how you send it. You need to put it in a specific type of top loader.
Right.
Let me see if I can show you the kind that they use.
Right,
These are the ones that they like you to send stuff in, like these type of top loaders.
Oh, like those.
Yeah, those are the ones that they like to receive the stuff in.
See what the only thing that worries me about those ones are the top of them look like they would be kind of easy for them to slide out of.
Yeah. Those are the ones that they basically ask you to pre-tack them in, though. Which, like, those are the ones in my opinion, I think are probably the most liable to like bend up your card because they're so flimsy. But that's what they like.
Marnik Past asks, do they publish how many of each card are produced? Seems like they would have something to do with long-term value aside from popularity of the player. They do on the like the rare cards. Like here, I'll show you one. See, even on this card, they don't even like here is a Genesis card that I got, and this is supposed to be like ultra rare, like 30 or less. Yeah, there's like 30 or less of this this look made. So like this card by itself, even though this would be usually like not a valuable card, like under $1 type card, because of the look and how many's made of the set, this one's probably like a $50 card or close to or something like that. So I mean, if you got like say a Zion that's Genesis, I mean you're talking huge money, huge money. But all the other cards, like say the greens and the like the different green and red and orange.
That's a great question from Paul there. He says, when you send a card in the top loader, do they send the top loader back? I don't know. I mean, I would hope so, but who knows?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody pull excess top loaders out of their boxes when I've seen people unbox like what grades they got before, though. So maybe they don't. I don't know.
Later, Amy. Have a good day. She says, gotta go work.
You know it.
Yeah, it's weird how they, on the color ones like the green, they don't even tell you how many of these are made or whatever. But like I've heard the green are a little more, I don't want to say rare, but it's harder to get, I guess, versus like the orange and the blue. There's D. What up, D?
What up, D?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning to
you. Bill says, I remember a long time ago, some guy's kid got into his collection and put a bunch of these cards, a bunch of the guy's cards in the bike spokes attached with clothespins. Yowza. I remember my dad said they used to do that as kids. They used to put them in their bike spokes and stuff like that. That's why like a lot of the older cards, don't, they're all mangled basically and not very many in existence anymore. Brett says you don't think they want them in a top loader. So they more or less want, like how Anthony said, just in like those type of ones.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy those too then.
PSA at least. Like I haven't really looked into what other companies ask for. I would assume most of them are similar. But yeah, what I've seen is people sending them into PSA normally have them in that type of a like case type thing.
What up, Paul?
Let's see what the name of it on there is. Card Saver 2.
Oh, okay. Got Paul in the house. What up, Paul? Good to see you.
Hey, good seeing you, Paul.
We have the Thrifty Lobster. What up, Lobster? Good to see you, man.
What's going on, man?
MIG says he did that as a kid. He put those cards. He probably had like a Babe Ruth, like rolling around. He thought he was like the man. No. That card had been more big money. I'd be surprised to see what cards he had in his spokes. Who lose, Anthony? think Anthony's froze. Yellow Brick Road Reselling asked, does anyone know if they're still limited on selling sanitizer on eBay? I'm not sure. I really haven't really tried to sell much of that type of stuff where it was like super essential stuff. The only time I tried was when I bought a case from work and I had a couple extra and I tried to list them and they were like, burr. And then I just sold them locally to my neighbors and stuff for a couple bucks more. And we lost Anthony. MIG says it made a clicky sound on the bike. We thought it was like a motor. They have something nowadays that does that. You like attach it to your back in your bike and it makes like a motor or a zooming sound or whatever. I sold those on eBay before. Phoenix Flipper asks, how much does it cost to get a card graded? It depends on the value of the card, where you send it, if you want a specific turnaround, if there's an autograph. I mean, there's all types of stuff that they look at. And it varies company to company too. Like, you know, as a reseller and a person who thinks he's pretty thrifty of a guy, tries to do as much stuff on the cheap as you can. The cheapest that I've seen, well, I haven't looked at SGC. I've looked at Beckett and PSA. And PSA and Beckett seemed like it was like $20 or $30 a card, no matter what you sent in. But for Beckett, I've seen if you send in 100 cards and just wanted it just regular graded, just kind of how PSA has it, where it just says, you know, if it's a 9.5 or 10 or 9 or whatever, they'll do, if you send in 100 cards and you just want that plain grading, you can get them for $10 a card in a 30-day guaranteed handling time. So that's the one I'm going with because that seems to be the cheapest. And Beckett has always been a pretty solid company. And, you know, they've been doing it for a while and known for their cards. Dan said we used to put an aluminum can over the tire to make it sound like a dirt bike. I've never done that. Paul says Anthony was thinking really hard. He's been having some major computer issues lately and internet. So I think part of it might be his router, and I think some of it might be his computer. So just combination of both. He's been really, really rough on him. James says eBay now limited selling on bricks and tear gas. We got a Harlan in the house. What up, man? Good to see you. Dana says my brother did that with a mantle. I think, oh my God, he's like the card is now worth like 25,000. Yeah, that's what my dad had some great cards too when he was a kid. If you got 100 cards done at Beckett, Paul, it's $10 a card, so it'd be $1,000 you'd have to fork out. But I mean, those 100 cards that you'd send in, man, the value it goes up, and the amount of people that actually want to buy all the different cards you have, it would. I mean, like for example, if you send in like a John Morant, normally that card is say anywhere from like $60 to $40, as to say. You'd probably almost get 4x on your investment, probably depending on what it grades at. If you get a 10, especially, maybe a little less right now, like from an initial quick investment. But years down the line, even next year, I mean, that card can go $300, $400, $500, $600. I mean, look at what Michael Jordan's card is right now. You're getting that for I think $4,000 or $5,000. So it's a really big jump in value. So it's the way they really get that big huge jump in value. Now you have a 1966 Batman set. They do sets too. I think the non-sports ones are cheaper. Like they have it down like to like so many crazy different ways to look at it, but they even have a special category for non-sports cards. Kylie Picker said, here's the plan. Do 5 or 10 cards at a time. When you sell those, use the profit to send in more cards for grading. The only problem with that is the cost of sending in just that many cards would go, it would go up. Like you would, instead of being only $10, you're looking at $20 or $30 a card. And, you do that over, if you have a bunch of cards to send in or worth sending in, you know what I mean? I'd rather just send in 100 and then I have, a huge amount of profits ahead of me, and you'll get those cards back faster too. But yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like basically, if you could do that where the price would be the same, it would make sense. Bill says he has 2 complete sets of Elvis from the 70s, not worth much. Even if you get them graded, Bill. So that's the thing, like with non-sports cards, there's not a I don't know many people I don't see too many like cards that are sold that are graded. So it's almost like you'd be setting the market if you would get something like that graded or whatever, you know what I mean? Dee says she got some Skybox Star Trek cards. That's awesome. Yeah, some of those cards do really good. I'm not really sure which ones that are non-sports that are, are home runs or not, but Victoria has her premiere today at 11:45. There's the link. Make sure to check out Victoria. We have the flipping accountant. What up, man? Good to see you. Thrifting Goomba says, I have 2 Walter Payton rookie cards. That's awesome, man. Those are probably worth a good penny right now. What up, Tommy? Tommy says, is anyone worried about PSA's PWCC class action? That would suck if their reputation gets tarnished. Yeah, that would definitely hurt. I didn't even know they were in any kind of class action lawsuit, so I'm glad that you even brought that up. I might have to look into that and see what's going on. Personally, unless it's like a Zion, like say like a really like maybe like Anthony's pink camo card, that would be like one of the cards I would send in the PSA, just because it's PSA and like their reputation for being like the best grader or whatever you want to call it. But for cost wise, I'm going Beckett with a lot of my cards, so it would have to be really something special to be worth spending that extra money to get done or whatever. But yeah, that's good information. I didn't know that they were even having any type of class action lawsuit. Okay, so Dan says class action lawsuit filed against PSA, PWCC, and Postal in regards to PWCC. The lawsuit says the company not only sold altered cards. What? Promoting steel bidding and creating fraudulent eye appeal designs. Brent pro binders accusingly knowing selling altered cards. Wow, that's crazy. PSA is in a class action lawsuit. Did you know that?
About
You're really laggy right now.
no, I don't know if my cat knocked it out or what's going on. Like I can't get on my computer at all.
Holy moly!
Yep.
Yeah,
I can't even do any.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I just got info from Dan and Tommy Bernard that PSA is in a class action lawsuit, and it says company says that, or the lawsuit says the company knowingly sold altered cards, promoted steel bidding, and created fraudulent eye appeal designations. Brent, somebody, Probstein has also accused knowingly of selling altered cards. That's crazy. Carlin says, I have a card with Mickey Mantle autograph. It was signed at a show. I got it from a friend of mine for $30. It gets $100. It's $100 to get his autograph authenticated. Think about sending it in. I would definitely do that, man. That's probably like
Heck yeah.
big money. There's Kid Collector. What up, man? Good to see you.
No. I apologize in advance. I can't see the chat at all right now, guys. So if you're saying something, I can't see it.
West Max Gary threw me a $2 super chat. Appreciate that, man. Really do. He says, "Got to run. Have a good day, everyone." You too, man. Hope you kill it today. Get that money, man. Flipping accounts is listing some items on eBay. Just listen in the background. No problem. We appreciate that. This way you can hear when the LL exclusive starts to play. You know when to stop and watch. Tommy says the FBI has been looking into him since last summer. Blowout cards forum found a bunch of altered, regraded cards allegedly. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm glad I'm definitely want to go Beckett versus PSA now. Like you said, yeah, that could tarnish any cards that are PSA.
Yeah, for sure.
Tommy says, Anthony, stop being stiff, man. I'm getting another John Morant coming to the house today. That's got the eBay message.
There you go. So what's up?
Cajun says, blame the cat. You know it. Dapper Tiger says, he spooked us from the news about PSA. Paul says, stare down with Anthony. Harlan said, something good, but I found the Walter Payton rookie card in a box at my house the other day. I forgot I had it. Holy moly. Yeah, that's what he's on now, Paul. He's on his phone. Pelling Prophet says, hope you all find a lot of treasures. Have almost 4 tons of dirt to move by hand. Catch you all later. Have a good day, man. Hope you have a fantastic sales day. Callie Picker says, cats are trying to take over the world. Need to eradicate them. Well, more or less, they're trying to take out Anthony's internet every chance he gets.
Yeah.
Can't believe. So your computer won't start? Like, just literally, like, it won't boot up anymore?
It just won't connect with pretty much any website. So I'm guessing he probably knocked out the router. He does that sometimes. Like, he'll go back there and he'll play with the wires and stuff like that. So sometimes he'll unplug it.
What up, Bluegrass Picker? He says the FBI is investigating PSA. See, I don't know this stuff. He says that's why he does BGS. Yeah, I like Beckett. I like their pricing and everything. I'll do 100 cards. That's why I've been on a little bit of a buying spree on like eBay auctions and stuff. Just looking at different cards and stuff that I feel that are huge undervalued cards and different things that I've seen in a raw form. They're just not going for anything. I'll buy them, I'll get them graded, and then I'll flip them graded, which I've looked at sold columns of PSA and different ones that are graded under their scores, and then hopefully get something in that range. I mean, regardless, as long as it's not, like a 5 or a 6 where I'm looking at, like, say, 9s and 8s. There's Merchantfield. As long as it's something like that, I know I'll make hand over fist for my time and for my money.
Yeah.
Tommy says use the Ring doorbell to smoother. Yeah, like that. Your internet on your doorbell was a lot better than your phone. That's crazy.
I probably should, dude. Just pump in my Ring
live from the front door. Tommy said if a card was graded low, allegedly they had someone fix the card and send it back regraded. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing anything PSA for sure now. I'm glad that Tommy brought that to my attention because I barely watch the news compared to knowing anything about that type of stuff. So that was really good info.
Yeah, definitely.
Bluegrass says you got a glass or stained glass Kawhi up and listed. That's awesome, man. That's got to be worth some good money. I've seen like the LeBrons go for big money. I think Kawhi is like one of the most underrated players right now, like money wise.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at just like cards from like the mosaic set being sold, and I'm seeing them go for under like $2, and I'm like, what? Like he just won an NBA championship, and he might even win a second one with the Clippers, and he's getting no type of love. So,
Dude, did you hear NBA's coming back?
when are they supposed to come back?
The end of July, from what I understand, and then I guess they have set like Game 7 of the finals would be October 12th. They're going to be doing it from Orlando. So I was
How many
super
teams?
pumped up to hear that. 22 teams are coming back.
So it'll be 11
So
from
like
each.
any of the teams that are like straight doo-doo brown, like they're like it saddens me to say the Cavs probably won't be back. But like basically the teams that have a fighting chance to make the playoffs, they will be back for sure. And then like obviously the teams that are like playoff teams are going to be back too.
So what you're saying is the Cavs are. Is that what you said?
I would never say.
I think that was what you said.
Record is doo-doo brown.
We got Uncle B in the house. What up, man? We got Frank, Stroke of Luck. What up, man? You still down Dallas? I haven't heard from you in a while.
He's like kidnapped in Grimes' basement somewhere. Puts the lotion on the skin.
Grimes locked him in a storage locker for a week. Tommy says it hasn't hurt PSA's business so far. I would just fear if they do prove wrong doing it, would devalue the grades immensely. Oh, 100%. I mean, like that's the one thing about
especially
cards
if they're
being
purposely
graded.
knowingly like pumping out like some like foo-foo type stuff. You know what I mean? Like that would totally like just in my eyes it would devalue everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like some of those. I don't know if you've ever seen some of these card companies that you'll see like a Gem Mint 10, and the card's like way off centered, like horrendously off centered, and you're like, yeah, that like I don't take anything this company does seriously. And then even the price values on like eBay or whatever reflect that. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
you can pretty much get the raw version of the card for similar price as like a Gem Mint 10 with some of these like lesser companies that do that kind of crazy stuff. Like you know what I mean? Gem Mint 10 cards completely off centered, or there's like a flaw like even somebody like me could pick out, and like I am just a regular person who doesn't really know like the in-depth things that they look for.
Oh, let me turn my green screen real quick. Show you this. Like you could tell this one was off centered. I mean, it's not. I mean, you could tell, but it's not like horrible. But you know what I mean? That's probably why I got a 9 versus it being a 10 because those corners are so crispy in this card.
You know what?
Now it made me look at my card like, is this even a good card? Maybe that's why I like some of these cards are getting like I got this for not that bad of a price. I think I got that for $40. And grading it costs like $20-$30 in itself. So I mean I basically got that for the cost of the guy actually just getting it graded. Yeah, true. If they get cleared, then everything kind of goes back to the normal. Cage wants to know, does Zion get to make the playoffs?
You know what? Like I actually was listening to some stuff because like I was having a bad pain night last night, so I was up pretty late and I was listening to some stuff, and there's some sports announcers that are basically trying to say that they think the NBA is like trying to like smudge a little bit so that the Pels get in. You know what I mean? So like I don't know if there's any validity to that. I mean, it just could be like they're trying to get ratings for all I know, but from what they were talking about like yesterday in some of their reports, you know, there's a good chance that the Pelicans could somehow make it into the playoffs, which
Most
in that
definitely.
case, then like you wouldn't see like obviously the Grizzlies or, you know, like some other team that is probably equally as deserving.
Dana wants to know if the Celtics are in. I am almost positive they are definitely going to make it. I think they're
Yeah,
in
they should be.
top four, I think. Kelly says Rockets. Yeah, definitely Rockets are in there. They've been doing pretty well from my scene. Uncle B said the Suns will be sitting home. Hopefully, Cameron Johnson starts playing pretty well because I got a bunch of his cards. Harlan says I'm about to list my 1986 Fleer basketball set. I should have listed a long time during the Michael Jordan show on ESPN. Definitely, I think that card. I think that sticker card is worth some really big money by itself. You might want to just pull that card out and get it graded.
Yeah, for sure.
Jimmy says I've only been to one Cavs game, and I think it was in the '80s. Yeah, I've never seen a Cavs game. What up,
That's why
Harry?
you
Good to
don't
see
know
you,
the
man.
magic of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The only thing I see on
Tell you
TV
what, Nate,
is
if you play your cards right, I may not. If you play your cards right, I may or may not take you out to Cleveland.
you might need me to go to Cleveland with you with all these crazy stuff going on all over the place. What up, Harry? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, if there's a riot, I'm just gonna trip Nate and run away.
Dan said sun-dried doo-doo brown suns. We got flipping goodies in the house. You just come in time because we're about to play this exclusive video here shortly. Probably the next 6 minutes, guys. Get your coffee, go to the bathroom. You got about a 6-minute warning. We're gonna play this thing. Frank says, back home, we made it a point to stop by Walmart in little-known towns while driving to Dallas. Everyone's store was sold out of NBA cards. Damn, it sucks, man. That'd have been an awesome pickup for sure because I think they're stopped printing NBA cards for Mosaic right now from what the rumor is.
Yep. And just a bit of a reminder, at 11:30, guys, I have a premiere coming out. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would jump over after the show and show me a little bit of love over there on the premiere. You may or may not see some guy who has a big bushy beard in the video.
What?
And it might be an exclusive, and you might be able to see what he looks like without that beard too.
Nikki
But
T says, good.
There's also an exclusive product from Amazon revealed in the video as well. And it's a product that we haven't sold yet. So, but Nate uses it a lot.
No. None were purchased
Nate
by
believes
your
it. It's like basically up there with Lion Tamer for him.
I knew I shouldn't have held up those items. I should not listen to you. I was bamboozled in this video, guys. Nikki T wants to know, should I expect that card by certified mail? Well, see, we might have to do either some trading or some bartering or some cash type situation for that card because that's definitely a personal collection card for myself.
For sure.
Yeah, Cajun says everyone wants to see Zion in the playoffs. Definitely. I think that will definitely raise ratings. Just have them having a shot, and then Zion being fully healed now. I would feel, he was off all those months, and then finally come back and play a little bit, and then boom, they had the big break. So he should really be fully healed and rested. I think that's going to be a huge advantage for the Lakers because they had to play so hard where the Clippers were doing the pain management or whatever the heck they called it, where they play like 2 games a week.
Load management.
Yeah, load management. Yeah, there you go. 13 Goomba said the top 16 will make it. The 6 teams, the final 6 teams that are within 6 games out of the playoff spot. Dances 22 of the league's 30 teams will be invited to a centralized location, and the 6 teams would compete with the 2 8 seeds from each conference in an 8-team single elimination tournament. Wow. He said those 6 teams are the Portland Trail Blazers, New Orleans Pelicans, Sacramento Kings, Spurs, even Uncle B's Suns, and Wizards. Harlan says they're in the 22 group. Yeah, they definitely are. Paul, you're going to miss the exclusive. Stay 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Let me waste 5 minutes of your life. Victoria will be having a premiere at 11:45. I'm sure it's not a 5-minute waste of life. I'm sure it's a very awesome video. 2-minute warning, everyone. Doodoo Brown related content is on the way. Never Ending Saga said some jerk named Pittsburgh has a premiere at 11:30.
You know
it. Frank says a Magic the Gathering fan's dream. Tons of that crap on the shelves. Would you get some? You didn't get any Power 10, did you, Frank? Oh, this video that I have, I think it's like 2 minutes. I really, or maybe 2.5. But I wanted to set it up at a centralized point of the middle of the pack, so we can have the most people in here as possible to see it because it's pretty cool. I try to do my best at editing. I'm not the best editor in the world, so just hope y'all love it. We have 1-minute warning, folks.
what? That means you got to share this out, folks, because your lives are about to be made.
Jimmy said, Jimmy said that you check those poker cards for him. I did. I didn't see any in my area, but I will keep checking for you, buddy. I really went to too many targets lately. All right, here we go, guys. This is a Ecom and Beyond exclusive. Hope y'all enjoy it. Let me take this banner down. LL Stache, love you, bud.
There is a place very far from this world. And the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation. And in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Oh.
I think we need it on. Encore?
Encore, do you want more? Casey says, my eyes again. I took a little bit of time on that video, guys. I didn't take a super ton of time in the beginning because there was a lot of stuff I had to fill in, but I feel like I did a pretty good job with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Carolina Hustler says, "Wow, just broke the internet with that one." Star is Born.
Yeah,
Magic
that
Larry
right there is
coming to
worth
theater
a
near
share.
you. Oh man, what is seen cannot be unseen.
You know?
He said, "So if you can edit like that, why in the world haven't you done more pre-records?" Time has definitely hurt me with some pre-records. I try to do some here and there, but doing the morning show, a lot of the topics I would like to talk about, I do in the morning show. So, but I could definitely do a few pre-recordeds. I'm starting to get better with it. The thing is, like even with a couple of my first early ones, because I've had Filmora basically from the beginning. There's just so much to learn, so many different techniques and things that you can do, and yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get in my groove with it. I'm starting to feel more comfortable with doing different things. Callie Picker said you gained my thumbs up for that one. I appreciate that. Nobody G
That's
says,
awesome.
"Where is Larry? Did he fall asleep?" Uncle B says, "Loving Filmora." Yeah, man, I told you about that. Filmora is awesome, man. Like, dude, just encoding that video, like it was 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It literally took like 15 seconds worth of process through, and that was awesome. So, Dan said, "So good, Nate. Larry is YouTube gold." Larry, where are you, man? He didn't want to be a part of the after show of the video. I'm here. I responded. I hope you're not mad at me, Larry. I tried to do it in the best taste.
That was pretty epic, if you ask me.
Anthony's seen some of the stuff I had yesterday with it or whatever. Kelly says Larry's recording his dance lesson videos only for $39.99 for the first 4 sessions. Get your groove on. Kevin says Larry has an agent now. Reseller Man LL Stache for president. You know it. Oh man,
that would be pretty epic if Larry was president.
The funniest thing was, like the second part of that, wherever he had his shirt off or whatever, I didn't even know about that till about like 20 minutes before the show started. And I was in Victoria's. I was like, wait a minute, he had his shirt off? What? And I hurry up and I was like, Dan, please send me that video. And I cut it down. I had the music already downloaded for the I'm Too Sexy for My Shit. Larry says, "You missed my response. I loved it. I'm glad you did, man. I was hoping you wouldn't be mad about it or anything, because you are a friend of mine." Look, you got people talking about president. What? That's the second person. You got people voting for you, Larry. They're going to fill in instead of Trump or whoever is going for the Democrats. You got Larry LL Stache going to be put in for the fill-in. You guys want to see that again?
Is it bad that now you got me wanting to write him in as like my fill-in vote? LL Stache. Could you imagine, like, if Larry actually gets like several people voting for him and people tallying it up, like, why does this LL Stache guy have like 300 votes?
Why does he have like 5,000 votes? Like, this is the most we've had since, like, I don't even know.
I'm gonna write him into local office too. I'm gonna just write his name in on every ballot. Just LL Stache across the board.
Everybody wants to see it again, so we're gonna play it again real quick. We're gonna make sure everyone gets to enjoy this. It's just let it sink in. I'm gonna let it play in its full duration.
There is a place very far from this world, and the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation, and in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Oh, good.
That's awesome.
That is good.
It was still the second time around.
It was, man. We might have to make that like the intro of the show or something. Oh. We've been talking about doing an intro.
Oh, that's epic.
We were talking about doing an intro for the show, and for the longest time, and that might have to definitely be part of it.
You know?
What up, Michelle? She says, living his best life. Larry, you know it. We need a loop of Larry dancing that first song. There's so much stuff I could have did that video, but I think I did it just enough where it wouldn't be too
How
much.
much time did that take you to do?
Honestly, like, because I was trying to figure out all the different songs or like cut down little pieces of songs where hopefully this wouldn't like get like copyright or anything. I tried to make it so it'd work out, but what's it called? It probably took me a good 2 hours to do, just messing around, like downloading stuff, trying to figure out what songs, trying to find different twerk videos and songs off of it or whatever. It was well worth it. It was well worth it. It was definitely something I enjoyed making today or yesterday. Well, I guess today and yesterday because I did a little bit of each.
Have you showed your wife that video?
Nah, I'm gonna show her after the show. It literally didn't get fully completed until this morning, about 20 minutes before the show. Like I added that second piece in from when after he shaked his booty. I added that part in. And luckily I saved the project, which I never do, but I guess I had to do it originally because I wasn't done with it yesterday after the show, and because I had to go to work or whatever. So luckily I did save that, so I was able to slap that ending on and have it so it is like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I hope that video has everyone in a great mood and had a good laugh, and we love Larry. Larry's crazy. We love Larry. Definitely, Sam. I think that's part of the reason why I just don't do more pre-records. I mean, like a lot of topics, like I said before, like a lot of topics we talk about on the show. So it literally have to be like me, like going out and like sourcing or doing something, or something like it was something I really want to get out there that you know, I just want to speak on or something. But it just takes time to do editing, man. Just having to make sure it's cut right and everything is looking and everything. So
Just got an email here from Goodwill. Just so you guys know, for those of you in Pennsylvania, at least Southwest Pennsylvania, since we're going green in Southwest Pennsylvania on Sunday, they're also doing 99-cent everything green in the store, like green tagged or green barbed items.
that's
So
good, because now I can go
deals
back.
are coming. Yep.
Because literally,
Until
like in my
Sunday, guys.
store, it was slim pickings, but like having no 99 cents made it like not even worth me going looking there anymore. Like
Yeah.
everything full price, like was crazy. Like I just couldn't buy much. Like unless it was like a super good name brand where it's like a $30-$40 shirt or something. It wasn't. It's not worth me picking up. I'm glad
Yep.
Victoria liked it because I had a vision in my head of what I wanted to do, and I think it pretty much hit pretty much on the nose of what I wanted to do there. Larry says I try to have a lot of fun on Victoria's morning show. Yeah, you guys definitely do. That's why as soon as I wake up, if I wake up in time, I definitely check it out because it's a good way to start the day. I'm a person who is in a great mood 90% of the time, especially when I first wake up. So I'm a morning person, so I fully enjoy that show for sure. Like I said, I just want to make people laugh and be happy, even if it's only for a short time. For sure. I mean, just doing what you did the other day and this morning with a little shirt off, little shake your booty action. Look, now all these people are laughing and seeing it, and that maybe you can't wake up in time to watch Victoria's show. So you did it. You did it, Larry. You did it, buddy.
You know it.
Kelly Pickers said, I saw at Goodwill once. I saw a box of garden lights originally priced at $17.99, selling for $20 at Goodwill. I see that sometimes too. They'll get new stuff in the box and they'll have a price tag on it, and they'll just slap a higher or same price tag on that item. Goomba got his Ecom Beyond shirt this morning. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm sorry it took so long to get there. Everything being backed up with the company I use and everything like that because of the Rona. They're definitely behind a lot of the different places because there's multiple places that this company is located. A lot of them were shut down, so there was only a few left that were open, and they got really bogged down towards the end. So I'm glad you got your shirt. I hope you love it, man, and we appreciate being able to get them Broski points and winning.
Definitely.
Flipping accounts, I just posted another 10 items on eBay. Got to go to work on FBA shipment. Have a great day, everyone. I have to do the same eventually, either after the show, probably more than likely start the FBA process of picking out what I'm going to send and printing the stickers, and then hopefully come home and pack an order because I definitely got to send some FBA stuff. My other order just flew out the door, like everything, which is a good thing, but
yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Sign me up for that problem.
Dan says his old school flip shirt is on the way. Yeah, I'm glad his stuff got out too. I think everything is out and about. I think of that I was ordered, so hopefully we won't have any type of delays. It's usually really, really quick with the company I use. Like I said, just because of that Rona. So it's usually like a couple-day turnaround versus 2 weeks, which is crazy. LL Stache says, now I need to collect 25 cents from everyone in the chat for the show. He's trying to tax us now, the Larry tax.
I don't even think YouTube's going to pay you that much.
Right? If anything, they might even demonetize this video because of some of the music I got on there, I guess. But even if that does happen, it was well worth it because we had a few laughs, and I think I'll only make $1 a video anyway, so it's not like I'm getting rich off of doing live shows. But we enjoy.
Wait a
doing
minute, you're
these.
not getting rich doing this show?
What? Yeah, I mean the amount of money that YouTube pays out for YouTube lives is. Oops, I did the wrong video. Yeah, they pay Duty Brown. Alexis, you missed the LL exclusive. We played it twice, so if you go back to about 17 minutes ago, you might be able to catch it in full. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
All right, guys, we're going to cut it off here. Anthony has a premiere at 11:30. Let me see if I can grab the link for it real quick, since I know
That'd be awesome if you could.
He's kind of handicapped.
Yeah, if you guys would stop by and hang out, I'd appreciate it. You get to see an exclusive Amazon product revealed before we even sell it, send it in, or whatever. So, and it's a product that Nate uses every day and stands behind.
No, I do not. No beard has ever touched that, especially mine.
I'm pretty sure there probably have been beards touching that, Nate.
Well, not mine. Larry wants me to play it one more time, so I will play it one more time since Larry is in this video. And here we go.
There is a place very far from this world. And the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation. And in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
There it is, folks.
Never gets old.
In entirety for the third time. We appreciate you. Victoria also has a premiere at 11:45. She says waste 5 minutes, but it's not wasted 5 minutes because I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Check that out as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow on Anthony's channel. Anything else going on today, Anthony?
No, just come check out my premiere. It starts in 5 minutes.
All right, guys. See you later. Hope you have a fantastic day. Make that money.